time on the Gadget Show. Get ready for a Christmas special like no other.
Nice! That's right. If you're looking for the very best gadget gifts...
What's going on here?
...to put under the tree this year, you've come to the right place.
Yeah!
And there's something here for everyone. We score the hottest gifts for the girls with some very sporty ladies.
We pick the best presents for boys with chart toppers scouting for girls.
And they even try to impress me.
Nice.
The Gadget Show's fussiest presenter.
Cheese.
With this year's ultimate gadget.
And it's set to be the biggest gadget battle this Christmas. But which of the new console add-ons
Hit him, John!
is best? Move or Kinect?
I've won!
John finds out with the help of the Rampage Boys from Radio 1 Extra.
I'm liking that, mate.
Hello and welcome to the Gadget Show Christmas special.
Yes, it's Christmas! Brilliant!
It's a time for peace and goodwill to all men, loving and caring time of year. But remember, it's all about the giving rather than the receiving.
Eh?
Oh, bless you.
What?
Yeah. New girl.
What? Yeah? It's sweet. You
Yeah.
know, that whole giving thing, yeah? Nah, it's about the receiving, Polly.
At Christmas time, for techie types, it's all about bragging about the latest must-have gadget that you have got and showing off in front of your relatives.
That's right.
Okay.
If Uncle Ulysses gets an HD TV...
You want to get a 3D HD TV.
Yeah.
That's right. And if Cousin Colin picks up an Xbox 360 Kinect...
Then you want to show him your super-cooled quad-core, multi-RAM, 3.2 gigahertz gaming PC.
Now that...
Bye, Joes.
That is the spirit of Christmas right there.
Yeah,
All right?
exactly.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you know, we're so competitive on the Gadget Show that we have managed to turn the most touchy-feely, ooh-ah part of the year, Christmas, into a no-holds-barred battle between all of us.
Yeah, and the first part of that challenge was Jason versus myself. And we had to scour the shops, the web, in fact, anywhere we could think of to find the ultimate Christmas gadget gift for girls.
Yes, and we had two of the harshest gadget girly critics that I know.
Yeah.
Pollyanna and Suzi P.
So what did you get us?
So, the challenge was set. Between us, we had to hunt through a massive haul of Christmas gadgets to find the best of the best to pop under a girly Christmas tree on Christmas morning.
It's a video camera that records using the front and rear camera at the same time!
Check them out, induction curlers.
And after a few hours of searching for tech, we thought we'd got some Christmas crackers.
But the challenge to find the best gadget for girls isn't about what you and me think, is it?
No.
It's about what Polly and Susie think, because they're picking the winner.
That's right, because they're not really girly girls, are they?
Not at all.
So, we've called on the aid of some very feisty females indeed. Aston Villa,
Lady!
Oh, my Lord! Scored a winning goal!
I'm an egg! Oh, great!
The Premier League stars of Aston Villa Ladies FC know their football all right, and they also know what a girl wants on a crisp Crimbo morning.
So we gathered together all our potential prezzies, and the girls got testing straight away.
This thing is a tune bug shake. It clips into this unit here, and it turns the surface that it's attached to into a speaker.
Using vibration-based surface sound technology, the TuneBug Shake is designed to give bike riders surround sound music while they're on the move.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, you like it?
Meanwhile, I had what I thought were two very cool girly presents. The first was the Sound Asleep speaker blanket. They are wearable blankets. As you can see from this wire, it'll plug into your MP3 player or your radio. The speaker units are in the hood there. Nice. My next choice of present was even cooler than the wearable blanket. This is a really cool bit of tech. This is the Ion Twin Video. The Ion Twin Video is the world's first camcorder with two lenses which record in back-to-back directions, so you can shoot video and film your reaction at the push of a button.
Hey! Now back to me! No, I've disappeared because it runs back to you! Yeah!
Meanwhile, I was going for gadgets with style.
This is potentially the most highly advanced piece of technology that I'm offering today. It uses something called induction.
Induction works using electromagnetism, and it makes these Theo heated hair rollers get hot in just 3 seconds.
1, 2, 3. It's so hot that if I heat all 3 of these, I should be able to curl your hair.
Sadly, the fast heating technology was a lot more impressive than my hairdressing skills.
You look beautiful. Yeah? Do you feel better inside?
Maybe I'd fare better with a more mainstream gadget, the Galaxy Tab. This sexy-looking tablet has a 7-inch touchscreen, and unlike the iPad, it supports Flash and can make voice and video calls.
Hi, Kimmy. Carly, just calling you from the Gadget Show.
The Galaxy Tab was getting a good reception.
And so was I. TV reception, that is. This will get you excited. It's the Equinox Tizzy. The Tizzy mobile TV for iPhone and iPad is a digital TV receiver which pushes the TV programs to your phone using its own Wi-Fi hotspot. What do you mean, Cora? You've got House there? And you'd rather watch Coronation Street? Yeah. So you don't need to be in a Wi-Fi zone or rinse your 3G data plan. So if I were to take any one of these gift ideas that I've shown you to the girls, it should be this one.
Have I got an iPhone?
Who hasn't?
My last gadget was a massive gamble, potentially too girly.
I do feel like a sort of patronising male, so be prepared to throw the camera back at me.
The Casio Exilim EX Z2300 packs 14 megapixels and 5 times optical zoom. OK, it's pink, but it does come in other colours, and it's got a pretty nifty feature.
It's got something they call makeup mode in it, all right? Which is essentially a digital effect that is meant to enhance your face as if you've had makeup on it. So I'm going to try and demonstrate that.
The finish on that, it gives you that airbrush effect.
Really, genuinely, it works.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, it's good.
The camera was going down a storm.
I think that's brilliant.
Healthy look.
I honestly thought that you'd think, God, bloke's got no idea, makeup mode, are you kidding? But they're really, really interested in this gadget. It's really interesting. I would never have guessed that, never.
So, after an intensive session of gadget testing, we had a fair idea what would impress the notoriously hard-to-please ladyfolk.
Probably the Samsung Galaxy Tab. I would definitely want that for Christmas.
Really good present, actually. I'd love it for Christmas. You can go out on a night out with this camera. You don't even have to dress up.
I love that! We'd made our choices. It was now time to face the consequences.
Nice selection of tech.
Thank you very much.
Some lovely gadgets.
Yes,
well, and
good stuff there.
great girls from Villa.
Yeah, Aston Villa ladies, very, very happy.
Absolutely. What have you bought us?
Yes. It's my choice, girl.
Doesn't look like it's very
Merry
much.
Christmas. Have a look and tell me what you think.
Mobile TV.
Nice. For your iPad and iPhone. Oh, I think it's a brilliant
That's
idea.
a good idea. Well, we're always on the go, aren't we?
Yeah.
I must admit, I get bored quite a lot sat on the train.
Really good idea. And it looked like it worked really well. What have you bought us?
OK, well, I mean, I've got stiff competition, I can see that, but I'm pretty confident. So, Polly, Merry Christmas, my darling.
Thank you very much.
Susie, many happy returns for the year.
Thank you for the first present you've ever given me in 7 years.
All right. It's not true, actually. I got you some tea.
You bought me some tea once.
Last year.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, the Galaxy Tab.
What a present it is.
You see?
Wow.
Now, here we go. This is difficult.
Make a decision.
I must admit, this is a bit of a toughie.
We have to make a decision on who's won and given the best present, even though they're both wonderful.
Absolutely. OK, boys, we just need a few moments to deliberate, so bear with us.
Don't get too tense.
No, we're gonna build the tension.
Go on, then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a tension bed here, look.
You see, I really want this, but that's got the wow factor.
Do you think we can maybe sneak both of them? Might be able to do that. Just kind of pop that one in your
Feel the
hand.
tension over there.
Feel the tension over here. Get a bit closer.
OK, we've made a decision.
They've made a decision.
We have made a decision.
We have a winner.
Yes.
The present that we would most like to receive on Christmas Day is the Galaxy Tab!
Oh, Merry Christmas to both of you and little tiny Tim.
Oh, don't start with your tiny Tim.
Never was such a pud. What a lovely decision.
Of that part of the challenge.
I must admit, and it is a good gift because, again, it does everything that the iPad doesn't seem to do. A little bit more compact, great for the handbag. Good choice.
Can I just say, though, if anybody is still watching,
Yeah.
I'd like that as well.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our Gadget Show Christmas special. Now, I'd like to talk to you about the 2 absolute must-have gadgets this Christmas. It's hard to believe that it's actually been 4 years since the groundbreaking Nintendo Wii changed the way we think about computer games forever. Since then, you can be pretty sure that clever young things in Atari t-shirts and designer glasses have been spending every waking hour in the research labs of Microsoft and Sony to bring the joys of gestural gaming to the Xbox and the PS3. This Christmas, the fruits of their labours, Move for the PS3 and Kinect for the Xbox, have hit the shops. Now, I like Move, and I also like Kinect, but which one's best? Well, there's only one way to find out. Fight! The battle is on between the PlayStation Move, which uses clever motion sensors in its controllers and the eye camera to track your every move, and the Xbox Kinect, which uses a couple of cameras and an infrared depth sensor to map your movements and make your body your controller. Both incorporate some really clever tech features, so I've decided to put them head-to-head in a Christmas showdown. To help decide our winner, we brought in celebrity DJs Rampage, aka Mike Anthony and Treble T from Radio 1 Extra. Gentlemen, great to meet you, and I'm told you're obsessed with gaming.
Totally obsessed.
All my spare time.
Our task this afternoon is to play with them and find out which is king this Christmas.
Let's go.
First test, how easy would they be to set up? First, I tackled the Xbox, and the great thing here is that your body is your controller. But I had to calibrate it with the sensor. And already I could see that space could be a problem with the Kinect. You really do need a big house.
Yeah, you do. Big front room.
I even got Mike to measure the distance from the screen to where we had to stand.
It's about 10, 11 feet. That's quite a distance.
But it redeemed itself with a rather fun voice recognition feature that allowed us to command the console.
Say Xbox, John.
Xbox. Open tray. Good.
That's so cool.
Look, the tray's open.
Now we were set up, Treble T and I began testing the Xbox hardware using our first game, Kinect Sports.
Great shot!
It's entirely different to playing with the controllers.
It's totally different to playing with a controller. This is much more akin to being a sportsman.
Is it very responsive? Is it really tight, or is there a slight delay of...
No, you know what? It does seem very tight. I can actually put the ball behind my back, and he's got it behind his back on screen. I'm liking that, mate.
Set it! Jump, T! Oh! What a great shot!
And the Kinect even replayed live action of us playing, so we could see how silly we looked. Then it was on to our next Kinect game, Joyride, a driving game, my favourite. But it felt rather strange without a controller.
Don't you find it weird? Like, there's no proper steering wheel.
Yes. But that didn't stop me beating Mike. I've won!
And John's won.
Next, we tried out a variety of other Kinect titles. Pet games for kids like Kinectimals, and party games like Dance Evolution.
What's going on here?
We'd all had a lot of fun playing on the Xbox Kinect, but now it was time to turn our attention to its arch rival, the PlayStation Move. How would it compare? With the Move, you've got to stand in this box on the screen, and the eye camera tracks the movements of the controller here. Now, I've noticed already, though, we're a lot closer to the Move than we were to the Kinect, so it should be good for smaller rooms, or indeed smaller bedrooms. But first, Mike and I went through a bizarre ritual of pointing our controllers in different directions to calibrate the console, and we'd have to do this before every game.
Collaboration complete.
Once it was all set up, we played beach volleyball in the Move's main sporting title, Sports Champions.
What I'm noticing is the control method is harder because you have to do button presses combined with hitting the ball. Whereas on the Kinect, you just hit it because there's nothing in your hands to press.
Yeah.
So it's not at all intuitive.
But for the average gamer,
would know.
This is actually quite normal.
Next, Treble T stepped in to try out gladiator duels. But before we could play, we had to calibrate our controllers again. And once we got into our sword play, there did seem to be a bit of lag between our controllers and what was on the screen.
Are your sword swings realistic?
I don't think they're in time at all, actually. Finally, we checked out a selection of other Move titles, like iPet for children.
It's quite responsive to you, but it looks a bit weird.
And dance games like SingStar Dance. The Move's games were fun, but the combination of button pressing and motion control was less intuitive than I'd have liked. And so, after a busy afternoon's gaming, it was time to decide the winner. Would it be the PlayStation Move or its rival, the Xbox Kinect? Would the boys be able to come to a unanimous decision? So, verdicts.
I think with me, if I was to make a final decision now, with the power of the PS3, what's available, the fact that the Move control is quite sharp, and cost, it's only £35 for the Move controller, I think for this Christmas, that's going to do it for me.
Joel?
And for me, I think because I can see a window into the future, because just sitting in front of my TV and waving my hands around whilst controlling a football game will be like paradise. So I think for me, my decision's going with the Xbox Kinect.
So, with the consoles receiving a vote each from our celebs, it leaves me to choose our winner. On to the G ratings. And Sony's PlayStation Move gets 4 Gs. Good for experienced gamers, but not so easy to control for novices like me. And the winner with a spectacular 5 Gs is the revolutionary Xbox Kinect. Easier to use and huge potential for the future of gaming.
Take that, John.
I never thought I'd see the day Suzi and John locked in a multiplayer gaming battle.
Oh, that was you, Boost.
But really, that says it all about Kinect and indeed Move, which both fared quite well, I think, John, it's fair to say, although Kinect obviously did come out on top. And I think I agree with absolutely everything your contributor said. I mean, it's a futuristic gaming experience, isn't it?
It is, and also, actually, this sort of technology is not only good for gaming, it's good for lots of other things as well. I think that's what's so great about Kinect.
Yeah. Can I jump in and have a go?
You can, but I'm second, so don't lose the
I
play.
promise I won't.
I think we all would really quite like to have a Move or a Kinect in our stockings this Christmas, but might just be out of the old price range.
Oh!
So if you do want to buy a techie present for the gadget geek in your life, it's a little bit cheaper. There's loads of stuff out there, and to prove it, here are our top 5 gadget stocking fillers. Right, gang, I am reliably informed that the Gadget Show elves have put together the best stocking fillers for under £25 in this room over here. Ooh. So, let's get to work. And remember, the nation's stocking depends on us. Our task was to choose what we each thought was the best gadget in the Gadget Grotto. And Ortis stumbled across something immediately to put us in the mood.
This speaker isn't bad at all. That's quite nice,
isn't it? That's all right, isn't it?
Because it's Christmas.
Whilst John had found something altogether different. An electric egg boiler.
Mercifully, it's not a USB egg boiler. No. That's good.
That's a long time.
It would, yes.
And I was having flashbacks. Going back to the 80s.
Oh,
do you know what it is?
No. Sets were never that big, were they?
It's an iPhone cover.
It's brilliant. I want that. Are you going to share?
No. Jason had picked up something interesting, although I think Ortis had got the wrong idea.
It's a disco gherkin.
Don't be silly, Ortis.
It's a camera tripod, look. For some reason, there's a little plastic monster.
Some things had us really baffled, though. What were they? Do you know what it is? I know what it is. I know what it is. Watch, watch, watch. It's a cat toy. The cat laser emits a moving beam for your kitty to chase around the room. I always wanted to be a Catwoman.
Good cat, isn't she? Good cat.
Yeah. Whilst I was playing, John was trying out a new image. A hat with inbuilt speakers.
That's quite good sound isolation, actually. I can't hear you at all. It's brilliant.
And the thing is, John, you look really cool in it.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Thank you.
Mistletoe, come here, yo.
Get through! After we'd all calmed down and chosen our favourites, it was time for the interesting bit, putting them in order. In 5th place was Polly's choice, the CyberClean Tech Cleaner, a gooey substance to get between those keys and dig up the dirt.
It's practical and
makes rude noises.
Yeah, entertaining.
In 4th place was Jason, who made a perhaps surprising but charming choice.
I'm going for this, the fairy in a jar.
OK, so it's not real fairies, but LEDs that twinkle, but it would certainly bring a degree of calm to the chaos that is Christmas morning.
I've got to say, we'll just light up my little girl's world and thousands of little girls out there.
In 3rd place was John, ever a man of fine taste, who plumped for this wine bottle full of gadgets.
Because you never know when a spare corkscrew or indeed wine-pouring funnel or indeed stopper could be handy over Christmas especially.
In 2nd place was Ortis, who'd chosen a solar-powered portable phone charger.
If you're not getting enough sun, you can extend the panels like that, and it's got DC output and mini USB jack.
Very worth it.
Yeah.
But our top stocking filler for Christmas 2010 was this, my choice. This portable mini speaker which met with unanimous approval from the panel.
I think that actually is a really good sound for something so compact.
Now, if you've been watching the show faithfully for the last few weeks, you'll know the exciting news that tickets for next year's Gadget Show Live are now on sale. After the sellout success of last year's exhibition, we've added an extra hall at the NEC in Birmingham and an extra day, so the show will now be open from the 13th to the 17th of April. So, if you want to get your tickets before we sell out again, go to our website at 5.tv/Gadget Show and follow the link. It's going to be our biggest Gadget Show live yet. Not only will you be able to get up close and personal with cutting-edge tech from the world's biggest tech manufacturers, you can also check out our test track, incredible 3D experience, future tech zone, and a whole hall dedicated entirely to gaming.
Get it old school style!
And of course, there's the 5 of us and some very special guests performing a very different and very live version of the Gadget Show in our massive Super Theatre.
Welcome back to the Gadget Show Christmas special, where we aim to technologically pleasure you and introduce you to all the gorgeous techiness that's available for your delectation this festive season, eh? Marvellous.
Usually Christmas is a time where people push their differences aside, they get together and they make the world a better place.
But not us.
Yeah, earlier in the show, Jason and Ortis went up against each other to find the best techie present for girls this Christmas, and now it's our turn to be pitted against one another, going head-to-head in battle to find the best gadget for boys.
And the gloves are coming off.
Are they now? So the challenge was on and we were off to London to start the search.
Our mission, to find the best tech for blokes for Jason and Ortis to pick from.
Oh, paper jams. Jason loves this.
And I was determined that my choices would be the ones they'd go for.
After hours of serious shopping, we still weren't getting very far. Kinect. Jason's got it already. Spy kit. Oh, good T-shirt. There's so much stuff. We need some help. We need some boys. And we found them in the rather nice shape of Roy, Greg and Pete from the popular beat combo Scouting for Girls. Right, guys, we need your help. I've got to find the best gadget out of this lot for Jason and Ortis to put in the Gadget Show Christmas grotto.
Well, actually, I've got to find the best gadget so that they go for mine. And I've got a few ideas that I think...
Yeah, I've got a few ideas as well. So we need you to tell us what you think.
Perfect. Right.
OK,
Yeah,
so just get playing.
The boys were straight in there and were loving the tech, and I was sure they were going to love mine the most.
Yeah. Brilliant. That is quite impressive. When did they invent this?
I wasn't going to win if they kept on playing, so it was time to show them my first fab Christmas present for lads. This is a golfing watch, and with GPS it will tell you exactly how far away the hole is and how far you have to hit the ball. It's got 5,000 different golf courses loaded into it, preloaded from Europe.
Will it tell you how far you've hit your shot?
Yeah.
Does it laugh at you when you miss?
Yeah, it doesn't find your ball for you.
Very loudly, so everyone else can hear as well. Would the golf watch be a hole-in-one, or would my first bit of tech be the one to beat?
This is what you want to open up on Christmas, isn't it?
These Roland drums are perfect for every drummer boy and are even great for the neighbours as they have a headphone socket and fully controllable volume. I mean, you've got 5 different drum sounds that you can get there. You can change the tempo with the metronome.
You do have to have little arms.
And you can even plug in something like your iPhone and play along to tracks.
We'll take 3, please.
But we want to show you this first.
Oh, absolutely.
Open door. I had to admit the drums were quite a hit, but I was sure my next bit of tech would go down a treat with our boys. Here you go. The Rockboard scooter is really 2 scooters in one, with a conventional kick mode and this. Using Rockboard propulsion technology, once you've got the hang of it, the faster you rock, the faster you go. What do you think?
Very bizarre and a little bit scary to begin with, but when you get into it, it's quite fun.
The scooter was really popular, but I had some serious tech as my next contender. Now, this is a new notebook from Acer, but the great thing about this, 3D vision is what you're getting. The Acer Aspire 3D notebook is both a home and mobile entertainment centre and comes with 1 pair of 3D glasses.
Yeah, that looks great. It's amazing.
It's a little bit more immersive, isn't it? You're kind of more in the game.
Pete seemed to really like the 3D gaming laptop, but it wasn't enough to get him away from those V-drums. I was hoping my next bit of tech would impress lead singer Roy. Let me show you this. This is the Bang & Olufsen BioSound 8. Really high design. But the thing about this, it's for your iPod, obviously, but also iPad. So the idea is that you have it in your kitchen or whatever room you're in, and you can change the design on this. So you can choose to have black on black, as we've got here, or maybe white on white. You should change the back as well.
Oh, okay.
We've got 3 different modes: corner mode, wall mode, or free mode. So wherever you are in the room, you get a fantastic big sound.
Oh, that's good. It's where you put it can really affect the sound.
Completely. They're normally quite directional, aren't they?
While Susie and Roy were busy being all high design, I was bringing out the big guns, and boy, was this one big. It's the Nerf Stampede, battery operated, and fires 3 shots a second up to a distance of 30 metres. Even though they're bendy, coming out at a speed out of there, they do their job brilliantly.
I bet they do.
Now be gentle.
Don't, no in front of the face.
It was pretty obvious that the Nerf Stampede was a popular choice with the boys, but I still had one neat little camera trick up my sleeve. This is the Harin Izumi digital camera from Japan. It's a digital camera, but it films in the style of Super 8, so you get quite grainy pictures and you get the colour saturation, which is actually rather lovely.
I love Super 8 film.
I do. It gives a lovely feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, really warm and...
There's our crew.
God. That's not pretty, is it?
And you can film in black and white as well. So it's got some modern features, but with that sort of retro take. You knew that noise there, don't you? That. So it had been a hard-fought battle, and Polly and I still had to choose which gadgets were right for Jason and Otis. First, though, I couldn't resist a bit of exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of the boys in action.
I love the way she feels her clothes. She looks just like them girls in Vogue. I love the way she bites her lip. I love the way she shakes them hips. I love the way she makes me drool. Well, I think that she is beautiful. But she's so lovely, she's so lovely, but she's so lovely. And
great tech, girls.
Really good gadget, but a real vibe in that room.
Oh, well, it was easy because those guys were fantastic. They knew their tech, didn't they?
They loved the show as well, and they were such a pleasure to work with.
Such great performance. Oh, you know, I made that little sort of film for them on
with the Super 8 and the sort of black and white.
We've put it on the website, so if you want to see the whole song, it's on there.
Nice work. Gifts, please.
Gifts.
Yes.
Okay, I shall go first.
It's Christmas after all.
For you, gentlemen, something I know that you are going to love.
Yes. The Nerf Stampede.
Nerf Stampede.
Jason's running out of the box. Jason, bring the steak. Bring the steak.
Okay, over here, boys. Thanks.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Now this is my choice for both of you, so you ready for this one?
Yeah,
go on.
Here we go.
Lay it on me.
Thank you, Susie.
Dude.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Get my sticks, Mike.
Okay, guys, now you need to make a decision. It's either going to be the Nerf Stampede or it's going to be the Roland Drums.
Okay. Choose both.
No, one.
They're both fantastic Christmas gadgets. They're both, for me, represent exactly what Christmas is about. Stop it! OK, girls, we made a decision, yeah?
We have,
OK.
Drum roll.
Oh, drum, right.
Oh.
Really good, man.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, it's the drums!
No!
Well done, Polly. Because it's a much more sophisticated gadget proposition.
Yes.
Even though the Nerf gun is spectacular.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, as it is the season of goodwill and everything like that, we've decided that we will give something back.
Yes.
Yeah, but when we say something, we actually mean loads.
Yeah, we're talking about the Gadget Show competition. And of course, it's going to be a good one because we want to make your Christmas as great as it can possibly be.
Welcome back to the final part of our Christmas special.
Oh, what a lovely Christmas special it's been, hasn't it? We had to try and find the best gadgets that you can buy for Christmas. We started off, Otis and I had to buy the girls the best gadgets we could find, and I won that.
And we had to find the best gadgets for the boys, and I won that.
Yeah, all right, kids, gloat all you want. Pat yourselves on the back, but that task pales into insignificance compared with what we have ahead of us.
Yeah.
We have to find the ultimate gift for the ultimate man.
Yeah, that's very true, because there's one person from this show that has not received any gifts. Yeah. He's very difficult to buy for because he's tested everything and he's got everything.
Really, he's the Simon Cowell gadgetry, isn't he? Except that hair of his, that's his actual natural colour.
We are, of course, talking about Mr. Jon Bentley, and he was about to make our task to find the ultimate Christmas gadget very, very tough indeed. So the final part of our Christmas challenge was on.
Was there an ultimate gadget that the Jon Bentley would be happy to get for Christmas?
And would it be us girls?
Or us geezers that would find it for him?
While the girls were window shopping, we knew exactly what we wanted and exactly where to get it. We were on a mission to win.
Let's synchronise watches and get back here in 60.
Okay.
Yeah? Do it. 3, 2, 1.
I don't actually have a watch, but...
After a few hours of doing what us girls do best, we managed to find what we thought was some pretty amazing tech.
This is the Aero System 1. It's by Jar Technologies and was designed by Jean-Michel Jarre.
Oh, he knows a thing or two about sound.
Isn't it just beautiful looking?
Gorgeous.
It's a HD multi-directional sound tower with a full spectrum speaker.
So wherever you're standing in the room, unless you're standing behind it, you can hear it really clearly.
Absolutely. Standing 1 metre tall, it has two 30-watt full spectrum high-def tweeters and a 60-watt subwoofer, which gives you a sound dispersion of 240 degrees. And to top it off, there's a dock for your iPhone or iPod. There's no way Jon won't love this.
So the girls thought they'd got it sussed already with their fancy speaker. But we all know it's about the tech rather than the aesthetics. Jon won't be fooled with a bit of fancy bling.
Between us, we were sure we'd found the ultimate Jon present and rendezvoused to compare notes.
So I'll show you mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well done, Jace. It's a notebook. Yay, congratulations, yay. Jon will really love that.
Do you think I would just go down that route?
Okay, fair
Or
enough.
may I have a little bit of something special in my hand
It's
for
got
you?
some special sauce in it.
Very special sauce.
Go on
all
then.
right? That's
No
what I'm
way.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right?
With a 10-inch multi-touch screen, as well as a keyboard and dual-core Atom processor, the Dell Inspiron Duo could be the perfect balance between work and play, between gravitas and frivolity. A bit like Jon Bentley.
Jon's seen one netbook, he's seen them all. That won't get his bells jingling. What he wants is a bit of crisp, cool, wintry air on Christmas Day, and he can get it riding this. So this is the Look 695 racing bike. Now the thing about this is it doesn't weigh anything at all. Isn't that amazing? The Look has a carbon frame built as one continuous piece with no extra levers and clamps. So incredibly, it weighs less than 3 kilograms. Wow! And the research that's gone into it is amazing. 5 years research just into the crank set. Jon's not into cycling, but maybe this will be the bike to convert him.
Not a chance, Susie. Jon will be too busy filming Christmassy videos on this. It's the world's first consumer 3D camcorder.
Wow!
Yeah. This 3D camcorder can shoot normal full HD video, but the 3D conversion lens splits the video signal in two, making it possible to create a three-dimensional image. But the thing is, it's a start. Oh, right, cool. It's a very good start, isn't it? That's the first thing I've ever done in 3D.
Wicked, man! I filmed it, man!
Nice!
Jon does love his 3D gadgetry, and we'd found some of our own to rival the boys' camcorder. It's the biggest 3D TV on the market, and it's a beauty. This is the Philips 58-inch 21:9 cinema TV with Ambilight and 3D.
We featured this TV last year on the show at Christmas time, but it was only in 2D. So this is now the icing on the cake. The only thing is, I don't think we look that cool in the shades.
Forget your 3D goggles, girls. How about something a bit special for Jon's ears? And something that I absolutely love.
Nice!
The superb Sonos S5 speakers stream music from your library wirelessly. Jon already gave them 5Gs earlier this year, so I knew he'd be hooked.
Here's the remote, although you can use the iPad as a controller.
Yes.
It'll also work with the iPhone. There are 2 free apps that control the whole thing, which are really cool. And this unit here, the S5, revolutionary, 5 separate speakers in there, really good quality sound, all in one unit, receiver, speakers, and just the simplest, most blissful way to control the music from just about anywhere in your home.
OK, help me set this up.
Come on, boys, you've got to try harder than that. We all know that Jon loves the Sonos system. He's already tried and tested it. You were supposed to be trying to find him something new.
To me, to you. Whereas our final ultimate gift idea was bound to be a winner for a keen photographer like Jon. This is called the Last the Light highlight, and you literally put the lights in the back and you've got a background that's lit for you already. But to take ultimate photos, Jon would surely want the ultimate camera. What I really want to talk to you about is this. Ooh. This is one of the most desirable cameras in the world. It's the Leica M9, and what's so brilliant about it is it's the smallest digital camera with a full frame sensor, which means that you get as close to 35mm quality as you can possibly imagine. Cheese! Jon's going to like the pictures, if nothing else. So, what did you think?
The ultimate world. How interesting. What fascinating lists you came up with there. I mean, the 3D video camera, I'd love to try that. And the Leica M9 is just absolutely gorgeous. I was trying one earlier this year. They're so lovely with those lovely Leica lenses you can use. They even make one now out of titanium. I don't know why I'm not saving up for it already. However, you must have each come up with something even more ultimate.
Yes. Jason and I have. Allow us to reveal to you the LG 15-inch OLED TV. It has a contrast ratio of 10 million to 1 and a response time of less than 0.1 milliseconds.
And as you caress that bezel, you're caressing a surface area of just 3.2 millimetres. That's how thin it is.
Wow.
Guys, that is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Thank you. But we've got something even more awesome.
Really?
Come over here. Jon, we know that you love your movies. We know you love your 3D. This is Sony's first 3D movie projector. Full HD 1080p. There's your active shutter glasses. Lights, please.
Been a while.
This is one of the quietest projectors on the market. It's only 22 decibels and it has 2D to 3D conversion technology. But Jon, just look at the picture.
Quite involving. I always find with 3D you want a bigger and bigger picture, and with this I could sort of have one to fill the entire wall. Good. I mean, they're both sort of really fascinating technology, which both, I think, have some way to go, if I'm honest. However, this is the choice. 2 ultimate gadgets. Which one would I like to spend Christmas with? Is it the OLED TV or the 3D projector? I've got to make a decision. Which one should I go for? Is it the TV or is it the 3D projector? OLED versus 3D. Very, very tricky. Well, I've made up my mind. And it is the 3D projector! It's the one I'd most like to spend Christmas with.
Fantastic.
You, obviously.
And on that, thank you, Jon. On that celebratory note, we will say goodbye and see you soon.
Yeah, and of course, you can watch this show again if you want to make sure you got your Christmas list just right on Demand 5. That's 5.tv/Demand5. We'll see you next time.
Happy shopping.
Bye.